so difficult getting people to play out the same sheet of music, but it's also that buy-in, because how do you get your people to provide feedback, right? Yeah, I'm sorry.
On top of that, I didn't mean to interrupt it. This is the hardest, one of the hardest challenges organizations have today, and I'll use some very generic examples of this, but and this is not an age thing, but there's a lot of organizations that are run by older folks, that have come through the ranks and done the things for years, and they may be at a single company for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. Sometimes they may move around a little bit, but they're usually folks that have some experience, and that's what makes them valuable, right? They have experience, they've done it before, they've been there, they've done that. Well, the things that were done in the 1970s and 1980s are not the things we're doing today. The way of working and the folks that work for these companies, they're expecting a different experience. They're expecting a different output. The market is different. The market is challenging these companies and how fast they bring stuff to market. And so the folks at these leadership levels that have been around and they've always done it a certain way, they don't necessarily want to change because the proof is in the pudding. Well, I've done it this way for years. Why would I change how I'm doing it? And and that causes a lot of frustration. And so part of our role as an external consultant is to come in and go, hey, look, I know you've done it this way, but let's try something different, because you're banging your head against the wall and you're not getting the results you want. Let's try something different and see what happens. And that's kind of an agile mindset approach. All right, well, if we're not getting what we want, let's try something different and see, and we'll learn. And we'll either be in a really good space, in a better space than we were, or we'll be in a worse space, and then at least we'll know, right? My old boss, who was in the Army, said this to me all the time. We're getting shot at, and we need to move. And over there may not be any better than over here, but let's move and see if it's any better. If it is, then great. If it's not, then we know. Like, let's move. We're getting shot at right now. We need to do something.